Greetings, I'm Sir Vainglory, and welcome to part 16 of my Kolomak campaign in Graviteam Tactics, Mia's Front. This is the Predators in the Mist DLC. So we have just completed the last of the daylight hours battles on the 12th September 1943, about to head into the evening. We've been doing okay, I think. We've taken some beatings in some places, but given out a few bloody noses as well. We're beginning to get pushed out of the state farm over here, but I think all of these three companies are fresh. Yeah. They've not been involved in any battles. This is bad. These guys also completely fresh. Partly that's because the Soviets have done a fantastic job of picking off isolated companies. So there was a company sitting there, for example, that they managed to attack with three companies of their own from here, here and here. And none of my units came in to support them. Anyway, we lost Rovkov at one point very briefly, but we managed to retake that. And over here, Soviets had penetrated into around there, but we counter-attacked, and actually there was a tank battalion. I think it only had the one tank left, right enough. But there was a second tank battalion down here. This one I think has about maybe half a dozen, maybe 5 or 6 tanks left. So we've got some fresh... No, that's my Stugs. My Stugs are dead, essentially. You're serviceable, but you've got no ammo. You have 2 Stugs that need repair in the shop and 1 out completely. You've got the opposite. 1 needs repaired in the shop and 2 out. But no, my Panthers down here, they're fresh. Yeah. And still got a reasonable amount of ammo. So yes, I think as I said, we're doing okay. We need to just try and give up or trade ground for time, essentially. And we do have some fresh units still around. Anyway, let's move on to the evening turn, evening battles. And historically, at 1800, the enemy attacked again with significant forces, which they've been doing all day. The attacks were supported by heavy artillery fire. Again, they've been doing that all day. And tanks. Units of SS Viking Division also began a firefight with the enemy. SS Viking, that's a 425th Infantry Regiment, isn't it? That's my allies. So hopefully they're now going to take some offensive action. Don't let this break down, my Panthers. Battle group restored, fantastic. They had been up here and they routed. I'm really glad they're back. You're rearmed. I hope that's the breakdown there repaired. You're still in a bad way. Oh, bloody hell, you're gone. First recon, you've got no commander, you've got nothing at all. I want to put the whole thing into the reserve. I mean, there's nothing in it. All your cars are wiped out. You've got 1 still serviceable. No, I want the whole of the first recon into the reserve, please. That's not everyone. Right. So, what happened there then? Why is that not going to the reserve? Why did it just send whatever support it had. Artillery spotters. That's poor. I wanted it gone. I just need to pull it back then. Second recon, you're up there, and the third is the reconstituted one. So not in great shape. You have no anti-tank guns, they're all dead. Okay. Right. In that case, let's have this back in the reserves. Right, well, why did that not go into reserve? Right. Not quite what I was expecting. Can we get a commander back in here? From Das Reich Engineer, Recon Battalion Command, to put the battalion commander in. Yeah. He comes forward to take charge here. Try and rally them. He brings with him heavy howitzers or legs. Well, from Das Reich, actually. Yeah, I think we will just go with the battalion mortars. I don't think these guys would come back. Well, the artillery spotter is still okay. Hasher Hugo. Hugo Hasher. But I think we'll forgo that. So, yeah, you're somewhat serviceable now. Ah, there's that tank battalion, is it? I think that's that tank battalion that we battered before. My Stugs. Can we replace you at all? There's definitely nothing left in here. Just need repair. Let's see. Ah, what? Look. In we go. And is that 3? It's 3 fresh Stugs. Right, we can do the same again here. Right. Excellent. What's available? Flamethrower engineer detachments. Oh, the engineering platoon from the heavy weapons company. I was hoping it was anti-tank guns. Yeah, I think we're going to throw these guys in. I'm not going to bother with that. Yeah, okay, that's fine, that's fine. So happy about that. If we can get them dug in, that'll be a good bulwark in there. And you're reconstituted, you are. You're still not too bad. You're okay, you should be okay-ish. You've got your tigers. Can I add more infantry in here? Let's see. We do have a platoon from this company available. I think we're going, it's only 19 men. Yeah, well, I suppose it is. It's only 2 squads. We're going to add it in. And again, just try and stiffen our defence round about Krashanichen again. Right. I think that's me done with my reinforcements. We'll have a quick look here. You've got a couple of tanks with minor damage and 1 out. You're okay. I'm going to have a look. Nothing available, right? Didn't think so. Yeah, I'll leave you as you are. Do you have any observers available? Just this guy. I don't want to bring them in from the 4th Motorised Infantry Regiment. Right, okay. So, you're going to stay there. These Stugs, yeah, fully armed, fully fueled, good. You can stay there. I think I want to try and create some space around here for these guys to move into. Try and make sure they get into the battle. You need just to go away. Get you out of there. I think I'm going to have you advance into there. I want you in there, actually. That would be better. Or no, let's bring them up there. Just in case these guys are stronger than I think. They might have been reinforced, or it might be in the 2nd company. So we'll bring you forward. You're going in there. You can stay put. Everybody else stay put as well. Apart from, let's put this on. Right, you're going to move up in that direction. Leave you there, I think. Over here, let's have a look. I've not seen anything up here, really. They've attacked down this axis. I think I'm going to risk a counterattack into their flank. These guys are well dug in, they can stay such. What do you have? Machine guns and mortars, so I'm not risking any like Flak 36s or anything. Yeah, so you're going to attack there. I think we'll bring these Panzer IVs up here. Slide you across to here. Hang on. I'd like you up there somewhere. And 4th SS, we've got the 5th there. 7th, the 6th was defeated, wasn't it? Yeah, I want you up here to try and help supply and repair the Panzer IVs. So once they put, you're going up to there. I think I really want you there, but let's try and move you. Can I not move you? Yes, I can. Move you to there. 4th Motorised Infantry Regiment. It's probably okay to leave you back there. I'm going to bring you over here just to get you out of the way, create a bit of space. Move you in there. Right, okay. Don't have anything for you to do yet. You're moving up. You're staying put to dig in. I might swing you over here. Yeah, you come over. You go up there, you're going up there, you're staying put, you're staying put. You're both staying put, you're okay, you're okay. You're advancing in front of Brovkov. I want you to dig in if you can. You're pulling back, you're replacing them. You I'd rather have over there-ish. Who's going in there? You. Okay, I think we'd have you move up there then. Try and get closer to the 9th and the 10th, although these guys might need you more after their attack. I think we'll have them attack and then I might just pull them back behind the lines to replenish. Okay, and you're moving up. You're staying there. Could potentially attack. No, because we're going to be attacked again, I'm sure. I think that's everything then. Stugs as I want to hold tight. Okay. Yeah, you've got probably not great at, well, yeah, you've probably not got great armour piercing ammo left. We'll see. Something else I should have thought about. Yeah, you're actually still good enough ammo. And who else? Who else might be attacked? They're fresh. I suppose they could attack in there, but I doubt it. Right, anyway, enough. Let's just move on and see what happens. Right, they are attacking right into my Stugs. And this time we've got our Panthers as well involved. We've got an attack coming up from our... No, that's my Recce company that's attacking into there, isn't it? I don't think it's the Vikings. They're attacking down here. We've got an attack going into the flank. There doesn't seem to be any other attacks coming in over at the State Farm. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look at this. This is going to be a massive battle, I think. I'm so glad I've got, what, 7, 8 fresh STRIX. And we've got tigers as well. I'd forgotten all about the tigers. Six fresh STRIX plus this one. But you've got no ammo. That's right. Okay. And we know what the terrain's like here. It's a bit of a bugger. This is where I tried to have my Flak 36s engage the enemy. They couldn't. That wasn't their positions. But it was somewhere around there. And our last battle here, we were along this tree line. But anyway, let's have a look. You're going to stay well back there. You're ready. You're ready. You're ready. You're going to be... You're not dug in. Why are you not dug in? You're in the same position that you were in before. You're not. Damaged Flak 36. Wonder what that was from. Don't think it was wear and tear. But again, you can't dig in. These guys, you're able to dig in. You've got the legs. You're ready as well. Okay, so I thought my infantry was all dug in, and it was the STRIX that were freshly arrived and the Panthers that were attacking or moving forward wouldn't be dug in. But anyway, their attack, yeah, it's coming in from the left. Likely to be troops down here as well. So I guess we'll dig in to the east of Krashanichen. Leave some infantry in this wooded area. And again, I think we're just going to use this tree line as our main defensive point. Maybe have our tigers in there. And if the Panthers over to the left. But again, don't want to be too close. Let's see. If you were, say, there, for example. Yeah, I think that's what we would do. A couple of tigers in there. We've got the STRIX. Suppose we could keep the Panthers back in here somewhere. And then they can attack into the flank or defend against anything that comes forward from here. The STRIX could be defensive up here against this. The Flak 36s as well. Yeah, I think that's maybe what I'll do. So this is a pivot. That's our anchor. And this is our counter-attack. Do I have motorised infantry? I don't think I do. Half-tracks will have been blown up long ago. In fact, we've got engineers. We've got a couple of. You've got trucks. Truck you forward. yeah, I think that's the plan. So I shall deploy this lot off camera, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm ready to go. See you shortly. Okay, deployment's done, and I've pretty much stuck with my original thinking. So over here, expecting to bear the brunt of the attack, we have, this is Herzl's company, the 10th company from 344th Infantry Regiment. Platoon in the forest there to protect the flank, another platoon here to engage any infantry that comes forward. Machine guns there and some down here. And they're effectively to protect the Stugs from any infantry or anti-tank guns. The Stugs are down here. Flak 36s are down in here as well. They've got some vision beyond the tree line there, but they're just to hit anything that does advance towards us. And we have our Tigers in here. And again, they've got some line of sight through the trees, but not much. The plan is that when we see the enemy advance, the Tigers will move forward, engage them in the flank. And once we've got them all nice and pinned and unhappy, then we have Frazen, whatever, First Engineering Company down here, along with the Panthers. They will attack up into the flank and might even go ahead and retake that sector. But for now, these guys are protecting us in case anything comes out of this sector here. So, let's move on. Do I want to give anybody orders? Move the Tigers up after 5 minutes. No, I think we'll just wait until we actually spot the enemy. I've forgotten about our artillery. We have artillery, it's not you, it's you. Yeah, so this is 10.5 centimeter leichte Feldhaubitzer. Just covering obviously where we expect the main lines of advance. We want here just to help protect us if anything comes out from that sector unexpectedly. And I think the only fire mission that we will see fire coming in is here. The others are all in line of sight for the spotters, so I don't think we'll see any rounds fall there. Anyway, let's move on and begin the battle. And watch for flares. No sign of any. Who are these guys? Right, no flares. Interesting. And you, somebody in here, show yourselves. Who are you? Walter. Let's go into this. You're okay. So it is you men. Could you just move back to there? You move in there. You're not so bad. You come back here. I gave them take positions orders when we deployed them. Oh, sure. And I thought they would have like crouched down behind trees and bushes rather than crouched down. This is just open field, isn't it? Yeah. It's not as if there's some small shell craters, but there's no ditches or trenches or anything to take position in. So anyway, still not seeing any flares go up. Was that artillery over here? All is quiet. guess the Soviet commanders are having some difficulty getting their men to advance. Excuse me, commander's desperate to shoot somebody there. Did obviously wipe out a lot of their tanks before when they attacked up here. They might not have too much left, less than I expected. And there we go, we have, what's that? A truck. It looks like it's on fire, but I think it's the light reflecting off its windshield. Maybe that's trucking forward the attack force of half a dozen men. Something else been spotted? Not really. Ah, there we go. Right. Is it worth calling in some artillery here? Maybe. More of them appearing. And in fact, that's not too far from where our sighting barrage is coming in. Let's do that. Let's 100 meters. Settle for that. Just 3 per gun, just for now. Actually, looks like they're withdrawing already. Their Panthers. That's our Stugs. Where's our Panthers? There they are. Yeah, you're not shooting at infantry. Good. Not required at this point. Sounded like artillery again. Is that smoke coming and going, or is that from artillery rounds falling? Well, not firing yet. That's our sighting rounds coming in, I guess. And as I said, they're not too far away from where the enemy are advancing. Truck. These guys have had enough. Maybe call off that artillery actually. Save my ammo. Ah, tank. Okay. That's on a behind a ridge, isn't it? Yeah. Remember that from the last battle. The real problem getting sight of some of the tanks. Still enough of them there. We'll let the artillery continue to fall. Well, it's not started yet, but you know what I mean. The legs are shooting. Can the legs see that tank? Or could they see it before the red smoke went up? Ah, now they're getting aggressive. Interesting that it didn't recce at all though. Is that another tank or the same tank? I think the Soviets are trying to tempt me forward. Showing me the odd tank and a few men. And it's like, nothing to see here, Gov. Advance. Is it worth cancelling that? It's going to be a bit too late to cancel it. No, it might still fall over here before these guys disappear. Nothing coming over here? No. What's your line of sight? Now, I wondered if you could see the tank from where you were. You could call in some fire on that from there. But no. They're attacking us. Quite happy to sit and wait for them to make their move. Could move the Tigers along here. Can the Panthers see that? I mean, what are the legs firing at? Especially when I'd given you... No, I thought I'd given you don't shoot at will orders. I don't need you wasting ammo. I wondered if you could see the T-34 from in here. You know, somebody can obviously, but I think if the line can see the T-34, I'm sure the T-34 would be firing at them. This guy's advancing again, or what? It's difficult to tell. There's not that many of them anyway. No, very few. Trying. Yeah, that was better. So who is it that can spot T-34? There are recce troops over here. Maybe it is. I'm just wondering about bringing the Tigers over in this direction. Difficult to see because of the weather. I think it might be over here. You can just see the turret. Looks like we've got the Panthers there. I think I'm just going to leave the Tigers where they are. We can move the Panthers further forward if this does start to become a nuisance. What's this in front of you here? Is that trench or that's prepared positions? Let's view. Move covertly. And then get into those trenches and see what you can see. Ah, recce flare goes up. Yeah, see what you can see from out there. Please, and thank you. These guys. Yeah, you're not going to hurry because I gave you move covertly orders, that's fine. Soviet attack here has been underwhelming. I'm really tempted to give the machine gunners conserve ammo orders. Because they're just shooting off there and there's actually nothing coming towards us. You conserve ammo, please. Actually, are you over? Yeah, you're over at the village here. You can. Ah, this is where we're seeing the T-34. Of course. Well, I'm a bit more prepared to have our tigers go in that direction. So if you would move up to here. I'll try and get into position where you can do some damage. Okay. But I thought there was a shorter route you could have taken there. What's that? Is that their legs? No. Okay, you do have conserve ammo, so you should only shoot if there's something. Ah, so panthers. So the T-34 has moved into their line of sight. Sitting proud, go on, shoot it. T-34, has it spotted the tigers maybe? Let's go into our panthers. Who's firing? Anybody? No. Right. Let's have you... Oh, it's the CO. I think it's pulling back. I was tempted to send the panthers a bit further forward. But again, I think it's a trap. Don't fall for it. So you, young chap, I've got you on conserve ammo. Let's take you off of that. You've got a decent line of sight on it. So you feel free to shoot the bugger. There we go. Still waiting. Right, okay. I'm going to take everyone off conserve ammo. Hopefully somebody will see it. I'll leave you on. No, everyone's still waiting. What's happening over here? Not much. Where did our tigers get to? Still moving. And again, let's have a look at this. Now you can see even less now. Could you covertly move over there? Looks like somebody's shooting again. Shooting at what? Who is it that's firing over here? Is it you? Well, you're not shooting anymore because of the smoke. And you guys, what can you see from over here? You, I think, yep. Could you look over there? You can see nothing. Alright. Well, in that case, let's have you... Yeah, covert move a wee bit more. Again with the recce flares going up. You know where we are? Come and see us. Let's get over to you. That's what we want to do now is view. Move to there. And then... No, sorry. Move to there. And then recce up the path. That's another tank. And then attack that final wee bit, just in case it's needed. You're searching. So have you spotted somebody? I don't think you get... Well, you're shooting. But again, at whom? Because he's, I think, a difficult target for you. There's that guy over there. It's a much more appealing target. What can you see from there? Still not a great deal. Let's have you go over and move up to there. Still nothing visible, you're still fast moving. And again, not too sure why you're just getting into formation. Or are you just completely ignoring your orders, doing what you feel like? I think you just stop. You come forward to there. I need to attack. Buttoned, yeah. And you... Right, you must be able to see them. Let's get you off. Conserve ammo. Take you off as well. And can you still not see? I guess not. Right. In that case, there's something else up there. Just hold where you are for now. Let's have you withdraw. And you as well. You're firing, are you? Smoke. Yeah, you guys can just sit back there. If they want to send some armour up in this direction, they're free to do so. Pull you back a bit further yet. Here they come. I reckon they've smoked us out, I guess. Recce troops. Okay. So I'm guessing there isn't anything else around here. Let's have everyone come and join you in that location there. Our Panthers are very cleverly moving behind the crest of that hill. Okay, we'll let them advance further, and then we'll send the Panthers up in behind them. We potentially could call in some artillery up here. Somewhere around there. No. Too far. We'll let them get a bit closer then. You're still taking fire, but you don't seem to be shooting back. Oh, you are now. Are you not? Right, okay. We'll have you pull back even further. Let them get right out in the open. My Panther's opening up on them now. Yeah, definitely. Have a look at you. Lots of can't sees. Which is unfortunate. I did think there were some targets for you there. Take you off. Conserve ammo now. And I don't know if you can see them or not, but we'll take you off conserve ammo as well. Now, everyone, let's have the order points. Some weapons free. Just remembered these guys shouldn't have been on their bellies any longer. And as I said, the Stugs. No, sorry, it's meant to be like that. Okay, Stugses. Fire at will. When you get sight of them. Looks like we've got a hit there finally. I want to send Panthers forward. Still a bit wary about doing that, in case there are anti-tank guns around. Let's view recce and double line. Let me know what you see. Panthers, again, you're loading. It's still coming forward, it looks like it. Once these guys have confirmed that area's clear of anti-tank guns, we'll send them, the Panthers forward. For now, Camp, let's get you ready to receive those T-34s. I want you to just move to there. Why the hell are you retreating? Bloody hell. Best units are running away. Alright, could get some artillery down in here. Perhaps. Is that where they're going? Could be. Let's call it 5 rounds per gun, please. IX. Just try and discomfort them. Bear, what have you found? Not much. Is anybody looking in the right direction? You're almost. Right. Let's have you continue forward then. Doesn't seem to be anything over there. Let's get these Panthers on the move. So, attack forward to there. And is that one of the Tigers up? What the hell? What are you doing? Apart from getting yourself killed. At least turn your front on them. Do I send these guys forward? God, I can't believe the Tigers have bolted. Morale is fanatic. Why are they retreating? Who knows? Anyway, let's hope the Panthers do better. Right. You look like you're getting some shots off. And you're shooting at infantry. Better not be. Why is that a command tank you're shooting at? I don't think so. Shoot at this guy. You two. Target that one. I don't seem to want to. Come on. It's in your line of sight. Right. You seem to be quite happy with that shot. What's happening with the Tigers? You're still retreating, you're still fast moving. At least you're fast moving and not immobilized. More tanks up there. Could you focus on them instead? Don't turn your back. I'm going to bring CO forward as well. Attack up to that position. And I think I'm going to get... let's see, let's do... So you're going to be group 1. You're going to be group 2. Right, group 2, I want you to fast move up to there and then recce, find the enemy and start shooting at them. Group 1, I want you just to move up to there and start an attack. That takes you up to the edge of their sector, and then we'll see if we go further than that. We'll do a similar sort of thing here. Group 3 and Group 4. Try that again. Better. Right, Group 4, again, fast move, and then recce, 3, move, and then attack. I'll get some engaging going on up here. Completely missed my artillery coming in, but it looks like there's plenty of burning T-34s over here. Finally. You're waiting. Nice of you to join the fight. You're slowed down. Let's bring you. Let's come out of binocular mode. That'll help. Where are you? Back here, right. Let's have you move up to there. And just get into a defensive position. thought I had these guys heads down, but I don't. I've managed to do it properly for once. Bear. Could you continue recceing forward up to there, please? Let me know if it's worth pushing on. See what the resistance is like. I suppose Walter. Who else is in there though? As long as I'm careful here. You could be group 5. You group 6, just in time. Walter, everyone heads up. And 5, just begin an attack. 6, recce. Go back to that. Oberg, you've got tanks in amongst you, so that's group 7. Oh, hang on. That's group 7. Forgot to hit control. That's group 8. So again, group 7. Let's keep moving forward. Attack. Heavy weapons. Find the enemy and engage them. Another tank spotted back there. For example, you. Oh yeah, we've got the machine guns and the mortars back here. I think we need them. Camp, you're still coming forward. You're still running. Where are my panthers? Off here. Let's see. You can see that tank just about. So I think we're okay if we send you forward from where you are. There's 2 tanks in there. Right. Let's just push you forward. And you're all in low ammo despite having been put on conserve ammo. Walter, friend. You guys should have been stood up. So that should just be tank cruiser ahead of you. Not a great threat. Somebody over there. T-34 sitting proud. There's camp. And you're just about getting into position. Again, you were in position before and you chose not to engage. But then, no, I did give you orders to pull back, didn't I? When I saw the massive T-34s, or tanks of some description coming towards you. but you've been a bit of a my Tigers and my Black 36s have been a bit of a disappointment during the campaign. Right, so you're in position. Can you see that tank? I think you can. Any chance you could shoot at that tank? Okay, you're receiving my orders. Let's have you at least shoot at infantry then. Maybe not. Okay. Where's Walter? You group 5. I think you need to come further forward. Again, just to the point where... Oh no, 5. 6. I want you to come forward. The point where you can see. 5. You keep on attacking over there. Again, group 8. Keep moving up. Another tank over there, do we? Power. Let's have you continue your attack then. No, let's have you just recce. There's no point in advancing right into the guns, the T-34s. If you can see them from there, just shoot them. Looks like the Tiger's engaging that tank. Let's go and have a look just in case. Yep, shooting the big gun. It's in action, finally. It's not dead, why'd you stop? It's dead now. I think Panther's got it. And he was offering a ceasefire now that that tank's been taken out. So, time for a general advance, I think. Bear everyone here. Let's just have you begin to move forward. Group 1, you continue to attack. And Group 2, your heavy weapons, just bring you forward. 3, I want you to attack into there. And your heavy weapons, come up. 5, you continue attacking. I don't think there's much left over there. I don't know if I can get any artillery on it. It's maybe a bit too far back. No, I want... It's over here, isn't it? The plot somewhere. There. Can we get artillery back there? No. Right. Camp. You attack forward. And you guys... Where are you? Oh, you're a bit spread out. Let's get you to attack up here. You can come forward as well. And how are we looking? We're getting in there. You guys assault into that position now. And you come forward to there. And there. You've taken a few casualties in your advances. You push up there. Nice to see some suppressing fire being laid down for the machine guns, covering the advance. You Panthers, sorry, should have been given fire infantry orders. There's no point of you advancing here. And now that the enemy have offered a ceasefire, that's when all hell seems to break loose. Is this tank still in action? Okay, is it a BT-7 or something? I don't think it's a T-34. Otherwise it would have been shooting at us already, pretty sure. I'm going to ask you, if you would be so kind, shoot at that gun. No? You're just ignoring me? Right, it's taking plenty of machine gun fire anyway, I think. And let's over here. And we were looking for Eichner. Again, do this. You would be group what? 9. Right, so group 9, I want you attacking out into there now. And your machine guns, just get forward into position to support. Looks like we've discovered another tank up there. Camp, what you about? You're firing. Oh, this tank's now discovered it had a malfunction. Is that what sent you heading off to the rear areas? You don't see that. Okay, camp, let's have you attack over to there, try and get past that smoke. You assault that position now. If you do something similar. And I know you think it's a bit beneath you, but give me that tank. Ah, somebody else has decided to have a go at it as well. Right, better. What about that gun up there then? That's gone. Right. Now some view. Keep on attacking up there. You're just taking defensive positions, actually. But that is our troops. I thought that was enemy troops right in front of us, but no. Yeah, you assault that position. There's only one guy left there, I think. You're discovering some folks up here. There's folks out behind us as well. Interesting. Okay, in that case, you turn around, come back, machine guns, get down into defensive positions, and we can bring, that's Eichner, bring these guys. Let's again just select the riflemen. You assault up into there. And you, I'm just going to wreck you forward to points where you can see them. I'm presuming that we do hold this sector here now. Can maybe go a wee bit further forward, but I don't think it's really that necessary. Let's get the Panthers again. Keep going. Don't know why you're feeling that you're unique. So everyone come forward there. And not you, camp. If you could attack, not quite that far. Don't go right up to the trench line there. Stay just behind it. And what happened to you? Very embarrassed looking. Is that why you ran? That would explain it. Yeah. So you weren't buttoned up, sticking your head up as you advanced, and the commander got wounded. And the driver, maybe the tank was driving itself. Bring you forward. So up to there. And that assault across there. Right, I think we're okay over here now. Yeah, whatever Germans there were have been dealt with. Back onto this, so you can just... Now you've run into problems, haven't you? Well, you can just defend there. Have you lot try and find a way to do this. You take up into there, and you're down in there. Excellent. Right, okay. I want you just to get into defensive positions there. But this is obviously what we're most concerned with over here. We can push them back from this sector again, that'd be good. Oh, we're running out of time. Fair enough. Tanks. Maybe push them as far forward as we can. Just get on the move. You as well. But I think this is what you would call a victory. But I'm sure glad I didn't fall for the bait when that one tank was spotted. Bad enough losing the Tiger commander when we come up to try and head off that advance over there. If we'd actually sent the Panthers forward into that mass of tanks that the Soviets turned out to have, it would have been pretty nasty. Anyway, these folks here, no idea what they're doing. I suppose I should just have had them fast move in their current formation. Okay. Yeah, good overall result for us. Although, that's a bit concerning. But they lost 142 casualties, 70 killed, 44 and 13 for us. Lost one vehicle, 7 damage, they lost 23. What do we capture? 5 tanks, 2 guns. And we lost 1 tank. I don't remember losing a tank. We killed 14. Right, let's have a quick look around here. Where are my tanks then? You're not lost, you're getting repaired. Took several hits. Commander should maybe have kept his head down. A couple of hits on the barrel of the gun, including one. I was going to say on the top, but it actually looks like shots gone in and then ricocheted up. So that's that. That's the Stugs. Stugs were all okay. We abandoned a Panther. Why? That's the... Oh, yeah. Okay. That was the one that fell behind. I guess you took quite a good hit there. I suppose losing one Panther isn't the end of the world, but much rather not have lost it. Another hit in the turret. Right. And over here, who blew you up? Yep. One hit from probably the Tiger. And lots of kills up here. These would have been the Panthers, I think. And they were in prepared positions, some of them. Explains why they took their time coming forward. Right, but anyway, let's come down here. You killed 4 personnel in one vehicle. I didn't realise that you got into the fight, but you did. Camp. Killed 15, destroyed 3 vehicles. You did nothing. It needs repair. Sad about this. Never mind. Let's see. You killed 3 vehicles. You killed 2. Did you kill any? You killed 3 as well. You didn't get any vehicle, but you got some peoples. equal to. Okay. Right, let's go back to the operational map and see how that leaves us. Platoon defeated and battle group defeated, and we've retaken that sector. So, it's done okay there. I think this is a fresh tank battalion coming in. We're going to be relying on anti-tank guns in here. Hopefully we've got a couple of Flak 88s, Flak 36s, sorry, and some packs. But we shall find out next time. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and hope to see you again next time. Cheers.